Hello, welcome to Center 2 of the Insect Life Cycles topic in our Cycles unit. This is a center that has several different games in it, and the title of the center is To Find Your Kind. So it talks all about how insects find each other, mostly for mating purposes. There are three games that you can play with the kids here. The first one is about moths and how moths communicate with scent. So I don't have them here yet today, but what you'll find in the Center 2 bin is a set of 12 canisters, like film canisters, if you remember those. And they will have cotton balls in them with different scents in them. And there are two sets that match each other. And the way the game is played is you split the kids up into two groups. And one group is the active group, and they will smell what's in their canister. So they'll open their canister, smell what's in there, and close it again. We want to make sure the kids keep the canisters closed as much as possible so the scent doesn't evaporate. So everybody gets a chance to do this. Once they smell their scent, they go to the other group who have canisters and go and smell the other canisters and find their match, or the one that is of their kind. Obviously, you can do this several times depending on how your kids are doing and how much time you have to mix it up and give everybody a chance to try to find their kind with the scent. With that, you can talk about the moths, and there are a whole bunch of sheets here that give details about how insects communicate. For instance, this one is insect sense of smell, so you have some background here to share with the kids about how moths actually accomplish giving off the scent and smelling their kind. Interesting fact about the smells is it says the female moths produce a chemical the males can smell from up to 7 miles away. So that kind of thing you can share with the kids. The second game we're going to play is about sight and how insects can find each other through sight. And the example here is fireflies. Since we don't have any fireflies in Colorado, you might want to take some time to talk about fireflies with the kids. There are several sheets, laminated sheets in the bin that have background about fireflies and pictures if for some reason the kids have not gotten a chance to see fireflies before. And this game is played with flashlights. So in the bin you'll find some flashlights. And there are a couple different versions depending on what grade you're doing. For the younger kids, you can control the flashlight. For the older kids, you can give them the flashlight and they can try to find each other. So the way this works is there are two sets of cards. There are A cards and B cards, and they both have codes on them that are dashes and dots. There's also a master card here with, this one has 8 different codes on them that match the cards. So if you're dealing with younger kids, you can give them the A or B cards, and you can control the flashlight and do different signals. Light the light, do a dash, dot, dot, dash, and show them how you're going to signal them. And then when their signal is on their card is presented to them, they can stand up and come and join you. And then you can go through all the different patterns until all the kids can join you. So for the younger kids, you can control the flashlight and they can come and join you when they see their signal. For older kids, you can give one group A cards and one group B cards. And one group can signal the other group by using what's on their card. So they'll do dash, dot, dash, and then whoever has the B card that matches can come and join them. The flashlight will go to the next kid, they can do their signal, etc. And again, if you have time, you can mix up the cards and do it as many times as they're having fun, and you can control the situation, I guess. So that's the sight communication. And the last game is about sound and how insects communicate with sound. And the example here is crickets. And it's a similar game to the flashing light, where we've got a set of A cards and B cards. And on the back of the cards, there are different sounds. There's a pit, pit, tist, tist type of sounds. So again, we're going to explain how the male and the female can communicate with sound. And then you can mix up the cards and distribute them. One kid can make the sound, and the other one can find their match, or their mate. So depending on your group and your ages, you may want to play with the games a little bit, who's making the sounds, who's doing the flashing, but gives you a lot of options for how to talk about communication that insects use to find their kind. Again, if you got any questions, email mitchellelf@gmail.com, and hope you have fun with this one.